What is going on, YouTube universe? My name is Zirra, and welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to Zirra Reacts, the channel where we break down, interpret, and do whatever we have to do to videos on the internet. I probably should have led with this sentiment, but Happy New Year! It's 2026, brand new year, and this will be the first reaction video I record for the year. Despite there being a video that dropped like a day or two ago, which was uploaded like 10 days ago and it took forever. Don't worry, I'm about to explain. I think it's prudent to talk about this before we dive into the video, given the fact that it's the Warning, and Warning have ties to UMG. And some people in the comments have come through in my community posts that I've put up on the community tab. Some have come through with comments on the previous reaction videos I have dropped. But recently, UMG have been going on a bit of a tirade against reactors that are reacting to UMG branded songs, especially when it comes to the Warning and performances they done at the Pepsi Center, because there is an upcoming album and an upcoming video that they're making for the girls. The album being a re-release, I believe, of a previous album featuring the songs that they performed at the Pepsi Center, and in doing all of that and creating everything that's coming out, all the reactors that are doing reactions to any performances from those, those shows that have been played are going to get disputes lodged against them. They're going to have potential worldwide blocks, which I copped on not one, but both of my videos. So part 2 of my 2-part reaction to the Pepsi Center performance by The Warning is now live. It came out live, I think, 9 or 10 days after the fact. So if you haven't seen that yet, I would appreciate it if you did go and check it out. However, if you've missed part 1, unfortunately, that has been re-blocked worldwide. It was blocked worldwide, I disputed it, it got released, but they've come back and denied all my claims and have slapped another ban on it again. I'm hoping once the re-release of the album and everything tied to it goes down, that I am able to share that video again with you all, whether the block is removed or whether I have to go through other processes. But I've now learnt to tread very carefully with these guys, because it's not just pertaining to this particular show. A little bit of research has shown to myself that a lot of reactors that are reacting to bands tied to UMG are getting hit with these worldwide blocks, with these dispute claims, and some are even trying to, dispute the disputes and are getting not only their videos removed, but their channel shut down. So I'm a big boy. Treading thinly on ice is very hard for me to do in normal circumstances, so I've got to make sure I tread very fucking carefully with these guys. However, I'm hoping, because I know this song is from their latest album, so I don't want it getting in trouble, but this was a performance they did last year, live at Times Square. Hell You Call a Dream is one of my favorite newer releases that they have done. I love The Warning immensely. If you've seen my reactions before, we share the same love. These girls have become one of my favorite bands to listen to, and I know a lot of people that come out to watch these reaction videos to The Warning share that sentiment as well. So it's always a good time when we knuckle on down and check out what these girls have to offer. And I know for the absence that I took at the back end of last year to dropping that Pepsi Center video, there was a lot of other things that these girls have done, and a lot of other tracks and lyric videos to tracks from their latest album, and other little performances they've done here and there. So I'm going to be picking up the slack. There's no shortage of Warning videos to come, because not only the newer stuff that I need to check out, but their older catalog that I haven't checked out yet. So I'm very excited, but we're kicking this off in a big way, ladies and gentlemen. Hell You Call a Dream, live at Times Square. I am locked in. This song is heavy. The album itself is heavy. I personally think it's the heaviest album they have dropped, and I really love that. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below, not just about this song, but the overall tone of the album. Because if you've heard this song, you've listened to the album, right? Let's be real. But it's time, ladies and gentlemen. The first reaction for the new year. Let's sit back. Let's take a beat. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in. Ooh, and let's take a deep breath out. Let's make room inside to bring in the awesome, because there's fuckloads of it when these girls perform. Do not get me wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Hell You Call a Dream, live at Times Square by The Warning. I am so ready. Oh, wait, we're pausing already. I'm not in the habit of pausing reactions for those of you that have been here before, but we're going to get into the habit of doing it now. We're going to do some breakdowns and some live commentary because I want to feel like I'm actually imparting some knowledge. I'm actually reacting because somebody called me out in the comment section in a previous reaction saying I don't react. I'm going to fucking react. I'm going to appease everybody. Did you just hear Arle's bass? Let me run it back. Have a listen. Ready? The sound production already is absolutely fucking incredible. Like, you have a look at what they were doing 10 years ago from their own home studio and to where they are now, like production wise, infinitely greater. Like the sound and the quality that they're delivering is so good. And as I said, the ballsier kind of tones they've been delivering, sign me up for it. I hate to pause it during a breakdown, but could you imagine just being on the street in New York, you're just passing by Times Square, and this is fucking pumping? If you've never heard these girls before, there is no way you walk by and don't get curious. You don't go home and try to check them out, because this is fucking banging. It is dark, it is heavy, I am digging it, and obviously we have heard How You Call a Dream before. We know the nuance that this gives off. This is about the push and pull between, you know, living that dream, but it equally being hell. You know, the sacrifices you make and the cage that you feel trapped in when it comes to doing something you love. And I believe it was Powell that came out and said this, they wanted to do a song where they got across that they love what they do with music, but at times it feels like they're trapped, that they're caged, that they're in hell, because there is so much push and pull behind the scenes of the music industry that we don't get to see as fans. We don't get to see the hard times. We don't get to see, you know, the decision-making process and people trying to shut, you know, others down, artists down. We know that historically these girls have been called out by the media in their home, you know, country because they've done something different. They've kicked down doors, they've broken down walls, and that is where the song Narcissista spawned from. So it's very great to sit back and take in songs from these girls, but when it has such a powerful meaning to themselves and they put a little bit of personality and things that they have felt themselves into a song, I think it drives it home that much better, and that's what we get with this. Before we press play, I'm going to run it back just before that breakdown. We might take in a little bit of the chorus again. Let's run it.
Building and I'm on the verge of caving in. Ready and
Danny's vocals, man, never disappoint. Holy shit. I've got a point I want to drive home at the end of this reaction. Like, once we've reacted and we've heard it all, and I know I keep pausing, and I don't know whether people like that or not. Personally, it's not something I like doing, but we're getting in the habit. We're doing something different. We're moving forward this year. But holy hell, does this surpass the studio version? Because people always say that you got to listen to the Warning live to truly appreciate them. And it drives me insane with jealousy whenever you guys come in the comments and you're like, oh, I saw them live. I'm going to get to see them live. I cannot wait till the day they hit Australian shores, because I will be buying a ticket so fucking fast it is not funny. But holy hell, just the harmony with Danny and Powell's voice, the breakdown to just the guitar, and then Danny belting that out. Man, how could you not love these girls? I'm dead set. If you were just walking through New York and you didn't stop to check this performance out, there is something wrong with you.
I've been on the water right from the start. Rope is wearing thin, can't take it anymore. Come on, and that's how you call a dream. Colliding every time, the chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. Maybe I don't wanna be. And that's how you call a dream. How you call a dream. Colliding every time, the chaos drives me wild like an animal.
I don't know how many times I'm going to pause it just to herald and just be in awe of her voice. Holy hell. She's got such powerful lungs and just vocals. I think this might even be, I don't know if this is a higher kind of, step that she's taken in her voice in this performance, but it's just, man, take it in.
Maybe I don't wanna be. And that's how you call a dream. How you call a dream. Colliding every time. Like chaos turns me wild like an animal. And that's how you call a dream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. We've got to talk because some shit happened that has inspired me, and I'm probably not the only one who's going to say this, but if everybody is clamoring on about how good the Warning is live and that you haven't truly taken on the Warning if you haven't heard them live, is it high time that we get a live album? I'm probably not the first reactor to suggest that, so I'm not all claiming it's my idea. But how hard would a live album be? Just take some of their best songs and just absolutely fucking slap it hard on an album and give it to us. Because Hell You Call a Dream would definitely be on that list. And man, if any album on a live scale went as hard as that track just did, holy fuck, we're taking on something absolutely insane. The bass in that was absolutely filthy, and I loved it. Whenever Arle's bass lines can growl through so brilliantly like that, oh, man. And then Pow on the drums, as well as those harmonizing backup vocals, Danny on guitar, Danny belting out that song, and that would have to be a pinch yourself kind of moment for them, because these are three sisters that grew up in their home studio just performing cover songs, and then they eventually, grew into the Warning and they did their own things. But to be able to come in front of a crowd at Times Square would have to be such a moment for them. And I believe this particular song actually came from a like a surprise performance that they did in front of that crowd. It wasn't just How You Call a Dream. I think it was, if not the whole album, it was a handful of songs off the newer album that they have done to perform in front of the crowd, and that is just the track that has been able to be grabbed from that. So it's man, I'm just lost for words. Every time we listen to these girls, they absolutely go hard. But you now have to question, is the live warning better than the studio warning? A question I'm going to pose to you guys at home, because if you've turned out to watch this video, I know you're definitely a warning fan. Thank you for joining me for today's reaction. Do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video down below. As I said, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, get on board the community we are building here. I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I'm looking forward to bigger and better things with this channel and with you guys in 2026. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.